Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to the first crystal opening submission that was submitted to me last weekend, July 3rd weekend. I'm finally catching up to the beginning of the crystal opening commentary submissions, and John submitted to me many different videos, courtesy of Line. Now, normally the Line app does some kind of pixelation compression, but thankfully, this doesn't look that compressed. And we're starting off this video with a Nexus Tech Abyss opening. Why not? Warlock, Ghost, Guillotine 2099 are all in here. So this is a really interesting thing. What would you rather choose, Ghost or Warlock? I think most people would go with Ghost, but maybe I'll be wrong. Okay, I guess I wasn't. So what a way to start off this commentary. The most valuable item in the game is the first video. So now we have a little bit of reference. His 6-star roster looks like going into the July 3rd weekend sales with so many 6-star crystals and 6-star Nexus, maybe even an Awakening gem, rank up gem. So he looks like he's got a really good roster, but still some holes, right? Still some things that he can improve upon with it. And these crystals are what I got by far the worst luck in, when the algorithm just absolutely screwed me over. I just wanted and needed 10,000 Tier 5 class catalyst of the Cosmic class to take my Corvus to rank 3, and I got 0 of that thing. 0 Cosmic. That was my dream to get that. That right there would have got me a rank 3 Corvus, but now I can just say goodbye to it, you know, and I can just say goodbye. There's some more Cosmic because I'm sure he doesn't need it. This is just torturous to remind myself of what that color actually looks like in a Tier 5 class catalyst. Fragment Crystal. He's got the rank up gem. All right, so let's think about this. He just got Ghost, so Tech would be good. There's Tech and Mutant. Did he have a sunspot? I can't remember. Huh. Well, that's good to know. It's always nice to paint that rank up gem in its rightful picture, right? Because you've got to think to yourself, who is he going to be able to choose? Okay, so he's got 2 6-star Nexus eventually, but he's going for featured 5 stars to start it out. So this will be good data. When you buy, you need to think to yourself, if I'm looking for one of those first, I'll probably get 1 out of 4 if I'm lucky. The drop rate's only 25%, or 6 out of 24. So let's see what John does. And boom. First one, new champion. I like to say Tigra because she looks like a tiger and she has stripes. Maybe that's the wrong pronunciation. Maybe it's Tigra. But I say Tigra. Sorry if I'm butchering her name. Okay. Second 5-star featured crystal. He already got 1 new champion. Anything else is truly bonus. And what? Back to back? The odds of that are insane because to target a specific champion at all is only a 4.2% drop rate in this crystal. So to have that be the case and then have the same champion twice and have it be a new featured champion is awesome. And Ultron is one of my favorite champions. He did get nerfed a little bit in patch 12.0, and if they took him back to where he was pre-patch 12.0, he would not break the game. Kabam, I feel like you should take these neutered training wheels off some of these champions from patch 12.0 and just let them be their OP selves. I get if you're saying that Scarlet Witch is going to be, but not everybody else. Or Thor. 3 Tigras in 4 crystals. That is bizarre, but also really cool. Never seen that. Okay, this guy's given us just a bunch of interesting data commentary, and I love interesting data. Yes, very nerdy. Yes, not ashamed to admit it at all. Okay, now we have 5 6-star basics. Now, the last commentary I commentated before this was the greatest opening in the history of MCOC. It is the kind of opening that I somewhat affectionately called MCOC porn, because it is just the most unrealistic. Everything is perfect conditions opening, and this is what normal MCOC openings look like. You've got 2 Omega Reds, it troll rolls both of them and gives you Yellow Jacket. You also get the visual glitch that now is happening with some of these crystals where you have no real, it looks like a 6-star Nexus, but a champion just pops out of the basic. And Squirrel Girl is a champion that I've been targeting as a 6-star. She is a top 2 favorite champion for me to play with my playstyle this year. Squirrel Girl and Black Widow Deadly Origin are my 2 favorite, if you were wondering. But, okay, that's a really good pull. I would totally take Squirrel Girl to rank 2. And Domino gets trolled for a Heimdall, my Synergy MVP of my Abyss completion run. Heimdall will always have a special place in my heart. And he is all-seeing when it comes to that heart. And now we have ourselves Havoc. I thought it was going to roll, but nope. Havoc was already in his collection, so a first-time dupe is kind of cool. So this has been like a solid but not spectacular 6-star opening. It's just been an average to a little bit above average opening. And that is certainly average at its finest. A dupe of World War II, Cap, busting a Cap again from the 1930s and maybe a little bit of 1940s. Okay, we have ourselves, I'm sure what he was most excited about, and we've got to think about this in the context, rank up gem that he opened, the Mutant class, because he does have that gem. So maybe he could get a Sunspot, maybe he could get a Domino, maybe he can get a Namor, Colossus. All right, here we go. First one, Masakre, OG Spider-Man, and the new Vision for 2020. I would have gone Masakre, personally, but can't really fault him for that choice. I'm sure that's one of those things that the community would be split on. And last but not least, Omega Red or Magneto Awakened? Well, I think you got to go Omega Red, but this is fascinating because he's got that rank up gem. If you take Omega Red, you've got 1/3 of the puzzle completed. If you take Magneto, that's probably even more incentive to take him to rank 2. And he is debating this. This might be the title of this video. Who would you choose, YouTube? I still think you got to go Omega Red, but he didn't? Wow. That shocks me. Because you got to think to yourself, eventually you can get him awakened via an awakening gem, but when's the next time you can guarantee yourself to add 6-star Omega Red to your roster? This guy must really believe in Magneto. And look, Dork Lessons had said in that exact scenario, I believe, via Twitter, that he would have gone with Magneto over Omega Red. So maybe he saw Dork Lessons' tweet and knew what the intel was saying. I'm a bit stunned. I would love to hear your thoughts on that decision, YouTube. Would you choose awakening your Magneto, obviously already in your roster, over a first-time 6-star Omega Red? I would not, but maybe I'll be in the minority, you know? Well, let's keep this video under 10 minutes and wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one. Thanks again especially to John for submitting all these videos to commentate, and thank you for your over 1 week of patience. A lot of you have been more patient than that, and I'm just going to continue to knock out 2 or 3 of these a day. That's kind of my mental exhaustion limit, but they're still there. I have not forgotten about them, and I'll continue to work to try to make those commentaries appear with patience and hopefully acceptance of that patience.